Imagine making your very own patterned paper or gift wrap with designs that you created yourself. Picture taking cute elements and turning them into a seamless pattern that repeats perfectly across a whole page. If you've tried it before, you know that mismatched edges can be frustrating, but don't worry, I've got you covered. Plus, you can download my free guide to help keep all the steps and tips straight. It's available with the cute pattern elements I made with the help of AI and image editing software at jennifermaker.com/765. Hello everyone, Jennifer Maker here. It's a beautiful day to get creative and design something totally unique. Today, I'll show you the easiest way to make a seamless patterned paper in Canva using no paid tools at all. In this tutorial, I'll show you step-by-step how to create a seamless repeating tile using Canva elements and free designs I created just for this project. I'll show you exactly how to test your pattern so it lines up just right, and even how to print it out at home on your own printer. By the end, you'll have a sheet of custom pattern paper that you can use for crafting, card making, or wrapping a gift for someone special. First, open your computer's browser and go to jennifermaker.com/Canva. Either sign into your account or sign up for a free one. Once you're in, click Create, then click Custom Size. Change the units to inches, then enter 4 in the width field and 4 in the height field. This size is perfect for the tile we'll use to create the seamless pattern. Click Create New Design. Choose a name for your tile that you'll remember later. First, let's add a background to the tile. Click Elements in the side panel. To make sure the tile design can be repeated over and over, it needs to be seamless. Type Seamless in the search bar and press Enter or Return on your keyboard. Look for a background without a crown, since those are free. Look for an evenly distributed pattern with no large blank areas. Let's try this gingham pattern. Click to add it to the canvas. Sometimes a pattern will say it's seamless, but it's really not. To check, drag it to the top left corner of the canvas until it snaps into place. Then click the duplicate icon to make a copy. Drag the duplicate so its left edge lines up with the right edge of the original. When it snaps into place, look closely. If the design is seamless from left to right, the pattern will line up perfectly across both images. If the design does not line up across both images, it's not truly seamless. Choose a different background and try again. You may see a white gap or line between the two background images. This is okay for now, but I'll show you where to look out for it later. Now let's make sure it's seamless from top to bottom too. Make another duplicate, then align its top edge to the bottom of the original. If the design lines up, it's seamless. Once you've got your seamless background, delete the duplicates. Let's make the pattern fill the canvas. Select your background image and click Position. In the Arrange tab, make sure the ratio lock icon is closed under Advanced. Then enter your canvas size in the width and height fields. Now the tile fills the canvas precisely while staying seamless. If you see a color swatch in the top menu, that means you can click it and change the overall color of your background image. I'm changing mine to red so it pops a little more. Now you can use this tile as is, but wouldn't it be more fun to add some extra elements that are also seamless? Let me show you how. You can find Canva elements to add your tile by clicking Elements and typing a word or phrase in the search bar. I'll search for strawberry. I'll look under graphics for some cute strawberry designs and click See All to see all of the options. When you find elements you like, click them to add them to your canvas. Or download my free seamless pattern design elements at jennifermaker.com/765. Click Get a Password if you're new, or enter the library if you already have one. Then just search for design number 765 and download the file. If you're not sure how to unzip the download folder, no worries. Go to jennifermaker.com/svgs for step-by-step help. Back in Canva, click Uploads, then Upload Files. Select the images you want to add and click Open. Click the images to add them to your canvas. I'll resize my elements so they're about 1/4 inch to 1 inch tall, but you can resize yours however you like. This jar is cute, but a little plain. Let's make some strawberry jam by combining elements. First, duplicate the strawberry, click Position, then Layers, and make sure it's on top of the layers. Now use the strawberry's corner handles to resize it so it fits on the jar's label. To make sure the elements stay together, select them both and click Group. Remember, you can use the color swatch to adjust the colors of your elements. Some elements in Canva cannot be directly color edited. This means that if you change the color, the result does not match the color you selected. Or sometimes an element has no color swatch at all. As a workaround, click Edit and Adjust. Then adjust the sliders until the colors look closer to what you want. You can also change an element's look by clicking Edit and selecting a filter or effect. I'll pick Shadows, then select this glow effect to add a slight outline. You can adjust it more using the sliders, but I like it the way it is. Use the curved arrow to rotate elements, creating a natural, balanced flow throughout your design. For a truly seamless result, it's crucial to place elements very precisely at the edges of the tile. To do this, pick an element, then duplicate it to keep the original intact. Drag it to the center of the first edge, halfway off the canvas until it snaps into place and you see the pink line along the edge. Duplicate that element again and drag the copy halfway off the opposite edge of the canvas until it snaps into place. To make sure they're lined up perfectly, hold the Shift key, select both copies, click Position, and in the Arrange tab under Align Elements, click Middle. Repeat this process to place 2 or 3 elements along each edge, but avoid positioning elements in corners because it can be tricky to get them all to align. For the top and bottom edges, do the same thing. Duplicate your element, drag one copy halfway off the top until it snaps and the pink guideline appears. Duplicate it again and drag the second copy halfway off the bottom until it snaps and the pink guideline appears. Hold your Shift key on your keyboard and click to select the element and its duplicate. Click Position and in the Arrange tab under Align Elements, click Center this time to align your elements. This is important. When aligning elements on the left and right edges of the tile, use Middle. But when aligning them on the top and bottom edges, use Center. If you can't click the buttons, your elements are already perfectly aligned. Follow these steps to position other elements and their duplicates along the top and bottom edges. Once the edges are set, fill in the empty spaces in the middle of your tile. This is where the fun design work happens. Vary the scale of your elements by making some larger and some smaller, and rotate a few slightly so everything feels more natural and less uniform. Keep your spacing even and balanced, but don't be afraid to play around until it looks just right. Be careful not to move any of the elements you placed on the edges. When your tile looks the way you want, it's time to put it to the test. Is it really seamless? To find out, click Share, then click Download. Under File Type, select PNG, and click Download to save the tile to your computer. Click the Add Page icon to add another 4 by 4 inch page below your tile. Click Uploads, then Upload Files. Select your tile and click Open. Then click to add the tile to your second page. Click Position, and in the Arrange tab under Advanced, keep the Ratio Lock icon closed to maintain proportions, and resize the width to 2 inches. The height should automatically resize to 2 inches as well. Drag it to the top left corner of the canvas until it snaps into place. Then click the Duplicate icon to make a copy. Drag the duplicate so its left edge matches up with the right edge of the original tile, and it snaps into place. Remember, if the design is seamless from left to right, the design will line up across both tiles. You may see a white gap or line between the 2 tiles. This matters later, but for now, just ignore it. Make another copy of the tile and align along the bottom edge of the first tile. The design should line up across both tiles. If your tile design does not line up both ways, it's not truly seamless. Go back and make adjustments before you continue. If your design tile is seamless, delete the second page. Would you love to have a variety of designs that all coordinate perfectly together? That's exactly what we're doing over in my advanced program. You can mix, match, and layer them without worrying if the colors or styles clash. To learn more about my advanced program, go to jennifermaker.com/advance. Now let's make our patterned paper. Go to File and select Create New Design. Then click Custom Size. You want the size of your canvas to be about 1/4 inch smaller on all sides of the paper you'll print on so none of the design gets cut off. My paper is 8.5 by 11 inches, so I'll change the units to inches, then enter 8 in the width field and 10.5 in the height field. Click Create New Design. To use the tile you designed, click on Uploads, Upload Files, then select your tile and click Open. Then add the tile to your canvas. Drag the tile to the top left area of the canvas until it snaps into the corner. If you'd like to adjust the scale of your pattern on the page, click Position, and make sure the ratio lock icon is closed to maintain proportions. Then enter a new size into the height and width fields. Size your tile smaller for a smaller, more detailed pattern, or size it up for a bolder pattern. With the tile selected, click the duplicate icon to make a copy. Drag the duplicate so its left edge matches up with the right edge of the original tile, and it snaps into place. The design should line up across both tiles. Don't worry if parts go off the canvas. What's on the canvas is what we'll print. If you see a thin white gap or line between the tiles, these may or may not appear on your printed pattern. To nudge the tile slightly to close the gap without distorting the pattern, keep the duplicate tile selected and click Position. Let's move the tile horizontally to the left to close the gap. Under Advanced, change the X-axis field to 0.01 inches less than the number shown. I'll change this 5.41 to 5.4. Now the gap is gone. Duplicate the tile again and drag it underneath the first. Since we'll need to move this tile vertically to close the gap, click Position and reduce the size in the Y-axis field by 0.01 inches. To fill in the remaining spot, duplicate the tile, move it to cover the canvas, then click Position. And since we need to move it up and to the left, reduce the size in both axis fields by 0.01 inches. Once you're happy with your patterned paper design, choose a name for your patterned paper that you'll remember later. Click Share, then Download. Under File Type, select PNG. Click Download to save the finished pattern to your computer. To print your patterned paper, open Google Docs in a new tab or window. You will need a Google account to use the free software. Click Blank Document at the top left to open a new document, then click File and select Page Setup. I'll use the portrait orientation to match the Canva canvas. To fill as much of the page as possible with the pattern, change the margins to 0. Make sure your paper size matches your printer paper size, then click OK to apply the settings. Click the area that says Untitled Document at the top and type a name for the file. Then open the Insert menu, select Image, and select Upload from Computer. Select your seamless paper design and click Open. To make sure your patterned paper image is the right size to print without anything being cut off, select the design and click Image Options at the top. Then select Size and Rotation. Keep the Lock Aspect Ratio box checked to maintain the design's proportions. If you're using standard 8.5 by 11 inch paper, change the size to the size you chose in Canva. I'll change my width field to 8 inches. Select your pattern and click Image Options. Click Position and Center. Now your pattern is in the very center of the page and will print with even margins. Click File and choose Print. Under Destination, make sure your printer is selected. I'm using my inkjet printer to print on plain printer paper for now. Then click the arrow next to More Settings to select Print Using System Dialog. Your print menu may look different than mine, and that's okay. Just be sure to select the highest quality settings. Load some paper into your printer and click Print. Allow your patterned paper to dry before handling it, as the ink can smear. And that's how easy it is to make a seamless pattern in Canva. Isn't it amazing how your design just lines up perfectly across the page? Once you learn this trick, you can create endless patterns for so many projects, like cards and other paper craft projects, sublimation crafts, digital projects, and more. Want some tips to hold in your hand? Remember to download my free printable guide to seamless patterns in Canva. And don't forget, inside my advanced program, you'll get a special toolkit and we'll take things a step further by making a whole set of coordinating patterns. When your patterns all work together, It's so much easier and more fun to mix and match them in whatever you're creating. And if this tutorial gave you that little aha spark and you're ready to dive deeper into Canva, I think you'll love my Canva Coach Playbook. It's packed with super clear, click-by-click visuals that make designing feel easy and fun. I put it together because I remember how confusing Canva felt at first, and I wanted to smooth out that learning curve for you. Just head over to jennifermaker.com/canva-coach. The link is below so you can check it out. I hope you had fun designing patterns with me today. I'd love to see them. Share your creations in our Facebook group just for Canva at jennifermaker.com/Canva creators. And that's it for today. Until next time, this is Jennifer Maker reminding you to craft a life you love.